So we've taken somebody that's applied for an online job application, but through Football Manager.
Nathan coming into the building has risks. This is a real-time, real job that we're doing.
I'm very excited and very nervous.
Cross into the box towards Michael Cheek in the back.
And this is where we're at now. It's the business end. Well done, everyone.
If I'm good enough and if I'm the person that people want, I do think this could be my career for good.
There's people's livelihoods on the line here.
Do you know how many people want to work in professional football?
This could be a life changer for you.
Cool. So Nathan, we're back.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about Chesterfield?
What is there to say about Chesterfield which hasn't been said already?
Cross into the box towards Michael Cheek in the back.
There's nothing better in football than getting a last-minute winner. It really sort of gives everybody a lift.
I was here for that remarkable game.
It's probably one of those tense ones where you're on the edge of your seat the whole time.
My name is Craig Rafari. I'm a broadcast journalist. So Nathan's coming in at a really exciting time for Bromley FC. They had the best start to the season ever. Part of his job is to not upset the apple cart. It's to sit back, learn, to ensure that Bromley get to where they need to be at the end of the season, and that is in the Football League. But the National League is unique in the fact that only one team goes up automatically. The second and the third place teams automatically go into the semi-final round of the playoffs, and then the fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh place team go into the elimination round.
So basically, the team that finishes second and third has a week's break, and they have one less game before they get to the Wembley final. So that's huge.
The goal is to get out of the National League, because when you're one of those 92 league clubs, the benefits are endless.
Now, big opportunity for Eastleigh with Quigley, and he takes it! And Garner's ball across, McCallum's there, and it's 2!
That was a disappointing result.
The result makes it look worse than it was.
We got hurt there, to be honest, and it was on telly, which hurts a bit more. You know, it's almost like you're not allowed to get beat.
And we're seeing a team that just seemed to be running out of steam at the wrong time.
So the real job for me was really just to keep everyone on an even keel here. This is not a crisis. Bromley Football Club, a second in this league with some big clubs. That's still nothing to be sniffed at.
Morning all, I'm just on my way to work. Don't really know what I'm going to be doing today, but I guess I'm just going to first of all turn up and soak up as much information from everybody as possible.
Nathan's been great. It's not an easy role he's come into halfway through a season. He gets on with the players, he interacts with everybody, and yeah, I mean, what he's being asked to do, he's doing, and he's doing it well.
What I do on a day-to-day basis here isn't a world away from what you'd get on Football Manager, where we do look at the stats. We're looking at various websites, different softwares as well, and then a stat breakdown where you can see XG, match momentum, pass maps. So those kind of come to you a couple of days in advance, and that's what Joe and I would do. Danny, the assistant manager, is paid high level as well. Joe doing his masters and being here for the past couple of years. Everyone's got so much more experience than I do in this whole thing. So it's just kind of like making sure that, you know, even with my lack of experience, I kind of prove my worth.
My name is Alan Dunn. I am the assistant manager of Bromley Football Club. I've sort of been a sort of one-man club as a player since I joined Mill at the age of 10. I went on to play 23 years for Mill. We were taught the old school way, the old school values and morals of the game, but also the high performance of a club like Mill, how elite it is, and try to implement it into Bromley Football Club.
So how do you think Nathan's getting on?
He's obviously he come in and was shy, and he doesn't want to change a team that's been doing well. So we've slowly added little bits with him to make him feel part of what we're about. He had to come in and earn our trust and understand how we work. We give him a few ideas, a few mock-up ones early to sort of gauge where his brain's at. So I got him to clip a Premier League game for me and just give him 15 minutes to clip exactly some patterns of football. So I wanted to see where his brain was at and his understanding of the game. And it surprised me that he has got a brain for football in terms of some of the intelligence and the patterns that I was looking for.
My name is Joe. I'm the head of performance analysis here at Bromley Football Club. This is my 3rd season now. Yeah, to start off with, I did think it was a gimmick. You know, this is real life, and there's a lot of moving parts that the game doesn't take into account. I guess it's just sort of be myself in the department. So with Nathan coming in, you're sort of managing Nathan as well. You know, making sure that he's up to speed.
Do you think he's got a future in professional football?
No. Yeah, he's definitely got a future in professional football. If he keeps working hard, keeps learning as he's doing, then he's got every chance of making it.
The first month, it was kind of like bedding into the team.
We've battered him, you know, like in such a nice way.
Banter's huge in football. You need it. The lads need it because it's every day. And there is a time for work. There is a time to raise your voice. There is a time to put your foot down. But there has to be an element of banter, and the lads need it.
As soon as Nathan walked in, I was getting told that Nathan's taken my job. So I've had that for a while.
Desperate straits for Bromley. The goalkeeper, Grant Smith, has been sent off.
In my opinion, if you want to put Bromley into a package, that was it that night.
Down to 10 men after the 17th minute, our keeper got sent off.
There's an opportunity, drills the ball across the far corner. Michael Cheek has scored for Bromley on the break.
And then you go and win 1-0. I mean, it was brilliant.
To go on and win the game was probably one of our best defensive displays this season.
Grant getting sent off at any point of the season is a bad thing, but coming towards the end and playoff places trying to be confirmed and solidified by every team.
He fairly touched the guy, he made a meal out of it, but unfortunately, you raise a hand, it's an automatic red card.
But it come at a cost that night, not just a red card. We had Deji, who we thought had cramp, but ended up pulling his hamstring. And it took a lot out of the group that whole night. The morning would start the night before. Me and Danny would probably be on the phone talking about the day's training that's just happened. And we have breakfast beforehand and then staff meeting in my office at 9 o'clock.
When I am up in the gantry, I'll be filming training, and that allows us to see if a formation change might work, which we've tested. They may go straight into like a couple of 5v5s to 10v10s, playing the formation that we're going to play, and the other team will be playing in the opposition's formation.
The idea of the game is to pass the ball, keep it nice and tight, make sure you get your good movement, overlaps.
We also concentrate on specific player regimes too.
Michael Cheek is one of those conundrums that you look at him, you think he can't be a footballer. Understated, nice, quiet human being.
The National League's all-time top goal scorer. He's been Bromley's top goal scorer for the last 5 seasons.
We rely on him, he scores when we need him to.
Okay, right. We'll go the big one first, finishing. This is harsh for me.
Is it?
This is harsh. Should be higher.
14.
11. 11.
Michael Cheek, being such a high and prolific goal scorer, has not only made him a Bromley legend, but he's made him a National League legend.
What's the point of scoring loads of goals if you can't keep them out of your net?
Grant Smith, he's been one of the best goalkeepers in the league. A big part of why the team has got so many clean sheets.
I didn't realise how good a keeper I was getting. He was very good. I was gutted when he got sent off.
Here we go. One-on-ones.
9.
9? You've got to back yourself more than that.
9.
14.
14.
Presence on the pitch, communication with the defence. He's a great goalkeeper.
And in front of Grant Smith, you've got the skipper, the captain, Byron Webster.
He's a superhuman being, first and foremost. I think that's very important.
Parted.
It should be.
It should be. It should be.
But 12.
It's not 12.
8.
Of rock at the back with anybody he's been partnered with. He marshals that defence. That's again one of the difference between real life and Football Manager is just the importance of a captain as well and what that brings to a team.
You can hear him out there on the pitch shouting at everybody from front to back.
Leadership.
13.
14. I think that's
14,
harsh.
that's harsh.
I think that's harsh.
Yeah.
Bro, we call you Skip and they call you 14.
Even when I've left him out of the team, he's been super professional. And when I brought him back in the team, we had a little smile about it, as if to say, yeah, you got that one wrong, manager.
So let's talk about Deji, a colourful character at Bromley. He's a man that's been on loan a few times from Charlton. They signed him permanently on deadline day.
He does a lot in the background. He always seems to be where he needs to be.
When Deji gets on the pitch, he's like a man possessed.
Heading.
13.
No, you've seen these. He knows.
No, I don't.
He was looking to be the right centre-back, the outside centre-back.
Unfortunately for him, he's faced an injury that's kept him out for a long time.
In Football Manager, but you can get injured in training and in matches. You can have setbacks, or it might not heal, just like you can in real life.
Penalty taken.
20.
Have you ever missed one?
No.
Oh.
Wait, no. Who makes these stats up? Who makes these stats? No, that's not over 10.
It does break for Akinyemi, who lobs Lewis, and out to second for York City. And it's Dipo Akinyemi.
We just wasn't at the races that day, and we looked flat, we looked tired, we looked jaded, we just looked like a completely burnt out team after the midweek game.
We had opportunities, they just didn't click, and by the time we tried to get back into it was just a little bit too late.
Looks to get a ball in towards Olomoru, doesn't he? Finds Michael Cheeklow, opportunity, and he just gets in his way. It's not good enough from a Bromley point of view, not threatening enough.
These teams down the bottom is a different energy. They're playing for their mortgages, they're playing for their living. They don't want to get relegated.
They are fighting for their lives, you know, they don't want to be going down. A big club like York. Nath, Joe, do you want to pop in? Just for 5 minutes, just to talk about a few things. I want to sort of get a bit of a plan in place from you guys. I feel like we're stumbling across the line. Today we feel like we need to maybe change the shape of our team a little bit. We've had a look at changing the shape, Nathan, which you probably saw.
Yeah.
I want you, Nathan, to present to the team on Monday. It doesn't have to be war and peace. Weaknesses that we can exploit.
Yep.
And anything that we might have missed, you know, just to do that. So are you okay presenting on that day?
Yeah, no problem. I'll present. I'll find out as much as I can do and present it.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing part of the presentation, the briefing.
Nathan presenting before the Solihull game will be massive for him.
It's not an easy thing. 25 lads in a room to talk about football as your first time presenting to the lads about an important game for us is not easy.
Something that usually the gaffer and Dunny do, and so it's a big step up for me as an analyst, just to be presenting that kind of information to the team, and it's just going to be kind of highlighting what they do well in possession, what they do well out of possession, and how we can exploit their weaknesses, really.
He hasn't been here too long, but to go up in front of the players and present your findings, and at this stage of the season as well, it's a big game. To go up there and present to the players, it's quite a big thing.
For training, we are going to go out there and test a new formation. Teams are understanding how to play against us and nullify us. The clean sheets are still there, but our chance creation isn't.
Do you stick or do you twist at this stage of the season? Managers are normally tied to a tactical philosophy, and that's what got Andy and Bromley so far this year.
So, yeah, the formation which we've got most of our success this season with has been this 3 with the 3 centre-backs, 5, so you got Pass, Idris, Jude, and you got Ben and Corey, and you got the 2 strikers.
Because we play with a 3-5-2, our extra body's always at the back. If you understand football, we've always got our extra man's always the centre half, where if you play against a 4-3-3, your spare man's always up top. So teams know that, and they try and pin us back.
Here we come. I've got a feeling that we're trying to not make it work. Show a bit of desire to train. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
Players 100% can react negatively to formation changes. They can feel like, well, we're third right now, you know, it's been working, why do we need to change it?
Get onto each other, demand more. At the moment, I've got a team of sulkers over here that are thinking the team's been picked, and I've got a team over here that are thinking, well, it ain't my fault. Train like you play. I said it the other day. We lost 2-0 at home. 2-0 at home to a team that we should have beat. So there's not one person here that's got the right to say, I can't believe I ain't playing.
Sometimes they need a volley. So sometimes Woody does it tactically to refocus the players.
If you think you're not in the team, guess what? Try get in the team. Make it impossible for me to think, can't leave him out. I need to make sure, not just for me, but for their careers, that they are giving it everything. And don't think this is for the Cameras, by the way, I want to make that clear. Pull the goal up. Little game to finish.
In Football Manager, people skills aren't very much needed. Here is no prompts, there is no clicking of a button, it's a lot more nuanced.
And here comes Callum Stead charging into the box. Oh, it's gone in! Was it Callum Stead?
So this season, Bromley played against Barnet on multiple occasions in different competitions. Surely you're going to have managers second guessing their tactics, whether to change personnel, whether to offer something a little bit different to surprise the opposition.
Barnet, they're all about attack. If you score one, they'll score two.
And they stuck to their game plan and they stuck to how they played. They scored at an important time and it became a really tough day. A horrible, horrible game. But we got a point out of it.
Silky bit of footwork there, came away with it. The ball's whipped in now. Surely it is the equaliser. Bromley getting themselves right back into it.
And that's what I was saying about this group of players. They don't know when they're beat. They never give up and they push and push and push to try and get something out of the game, and they did that Saturday.
At this point in the season, these points are absolutely vital.
They could be a very, very important point.
Good morning. It's Thursday now. I got a presentation to do on Solihull. A big day for me today. Interesting one. Looking forward to it and hopefully it goes good.
It was a pass, to be honest.
Morning, guys. Morning. Just before we start, Nathan's done a bit of work on Solihull. So over to you, Nathan. I'm not going to get involved. Leave it to you, mate.
Yeah, so Solihull, in this picture right here, in this frame, you can see that they build with the three at the back, with the keeper becoming the third centre-back, for the two pivot players, and then the full-backs holding width there as well. And in this game versus F.C, they found a lot of joy just down the right-hand side. About 20 of their attacks came down the right-hand side compared to 4 down the left-hand side. But there's no really link-up play about it, it's just hit the channels.
I thought we spoke well. The points he made on Solihull were bullet points of exactly what we would show them. In terms of them playing out, their strength is their right-hand side. Shade is a big player for them. Stop him at source. So his points were exactly the reference points that I would make.
Though they do like to attack down the right-hand side, that is mostly because their danger man, Shade, who's number 10 here, usually does play off the right-hand side, but he's able to play off their left as well. And in this game, he's pulled out to the left-hand side, and he causes...
I think anyone's going to be under pressure in that situation. With where we are in the league, 3 games to go, with it all to play for still to get in that top 3. The tactical information that he gave across was, you know, exactly what we're looking for.
Ebbsfleet, respectfully to them, did get run over. Solihull and their back 4 defend very narrow, almost the width of the 6-yard box, so it leaves a lot of space on the wings.
Well done, Leif. Good stuff. Good stuff there, mate.
Swearing like a pig.
It's the first time I've heard him swear as well. Good. Well done, son. Well done. Leif, on a serious note, well done, mate, because that was all your own work. There was nothing that we got involved in there. It's a fair play, chap. Let's go to work. It's a big game Saturday. Let's get ready to get a result. Let's go. Well done, Leif. The reaction of the players tells you how good that was. So that's good. It's not easy, huh? Every day.
Oh, yeah. Next time, what's you
done well. Well done.
I'm going to do it more often.
You're really proud of yourself. There's certain games that are 6-pointers and we cannot afford to lose. We just can't. We can't let these clubs close this gap. If we win that, we basically put them to rest.
We've had a good week of training and it comes down to this. The whole season comes down to kind of this game.
I think it's going to be a very tight game today.
It will be a tight game because Solihull and Oakland, and they're up for promotion as well.
At this point in the season, Bromley know that a loss against Solihull could knock them out of the automatic semi-final placing for the playoffs.
Boys and girls, walking through Brookfield's Kitchen. Give it up for your first team players.
We like Jude.
I love Callum Reynolds. Michael Cheek. Michael Cheek. Michael Cheek. Michael Cheek. Come on, Bromley! Come on! Come on, Bromley!
He keeps telling me to stay calm. He's the calm one out of all 3 of us, as you can tell. He's got no stress. He's like, just bring it on, it's a job, I can do it.
Well, everybody, good afternoon and welcome to a sunny Hayes Lane Stadium this afternoon. Bromley take on fellow playoff contenders Solihull Moors.
This afternoon, Solihull Moors and
Well, Solihull with an opportunity today to leapfrog Bromley with victory. The two sides playing it out today in a crunch tie and very much determined who claims those vital second and third place spots.
We're going using the same formation we used against Barnet, which is just the 3-4-3. Players are settling into it well.
Well, the referee's whistle goes and we are underway here at the Hayes Lane Stadium. Jamie Osborne, something of a nemesis of Bromley in recent years, dictating play at the moment, pulling the strings in the middle of that midfield.
If we beat them today, then mathematically there's no chance. Wait. No chance that they can go above us.
Well, it's a late challenge there on Jude Arthurs. Andy Woodman in the dugout, not happy about that one at all.
Keeping a close eye on the danger player, number 10, Shade.
And here he is once again, Shade down this left-hand side.
We do have Grant Smith back in goal, Webby, the captain, still in the centre of the defence, and we also have our top goal scorer, Michael Cheek, up front.
Here is Ben now. Challenge made there by Corey Whiteley. It's an unfair challenge according to the referee.
They've asked us a couple of questions going in behind, but we've been very good in our out possession shape and it's been working. Yeah, I think we're going to be quite happy with the first 20 minutes.
Forwards there, up towards Cheek again. Cheek can't quite win it, but Whiteley does. Whiteley plays it through here for Crowhouse. Through on goal. Ben Crowhouse goes down in the penalty area, and the penalty's been given. Ben Crowhouse, the cause of concern for Solihull once again.
So we've won the ball back and broken. Ben has cleaned through. They've fouled him, and it's a penalty. Actually, it doesn't look like there was any attempt to play the ball.
Cheek just cold stare, steps up and blasts it down the middle. Michael Cheek, no doubt is there ever from the spot for Bromley's main man, and they have the lead. You can't argue at all with the decision. It was a clumsy challenge from Newton.
Making sure that when they're on the ball, it's in not dangerous areas, like they're getting a lot of the ball inside their own half, and that's kind of what we wanted them to be.
Bromley forcing Solihull to play long in this game.
Michael Cheek wins his header against Labadie that time, and a free kick given in Bromley's favour this time. A little bit of a nudge in the back of Michael Cheek there, I think, from Labadie. Kamal Grant making the run on the overlap. Hasley finds him. Grant into Whiteley, back to Grant again, opportunity across the face of... But it was more excellent work down that right-hand side from Kamal Grant and Josh Hasley.
Their coaching staff, they feel a little bit wrong, so they may have like a point to prove and us against the wild kind of mentality which can drive them.
And that's half-time, Dan. Bromley 2, Solihull 0. Bromley on the front foot from the get-go. Positive play, positive counter-attack play, getting into the spaces. Basically what Solihull were doing to Bromley last week in the first half.
2-0 it's nice at half time, but doesn't mean it's the end of the game. Being down here watching the game in real life is quite a lot different than being on Football Manager and watching on my screen.
Bromley looking to keep up that record of the least defeats in the National League, and that largely down to not only the goalkeeping but the vastly experienced skipper Byron Webster.
Alex Kirk winning it back for Bromley again. Still going, Alex Kirk with an opportunity for Crowhouse. Great opportunity for Crowhouse! He buries it into the back of the net with a bomb, and Bromley have a deserved third goal here at Hayes Lane. A convincing display this afternoon.
Yeah, it was a couple of waves of attack from us, and Ben, great finish into the keeper's bomb there.
And that is the full-time whistle. Bromley 3, Solihull Moors 0.
Controlling performance from the home side, really, really dominant, managed the game from start to finish.
Get in.
Right, let's just wrap this up, right? Shut that door. Let me tell you, right? You should be proud of yourself as a group of players. We know we've still got 2 games left and then we've got the playoffs.
Always a tight affair, but I thought we started really well. We had a really strong game plan.
You should be proud of yourself. This club has never been in this position in its history, and you're going to take it all the way. Every single one of you. to a man. Keep the group tight now.
I think that's it. I think we'll do it now. I really do.
Stay with it, guys, because there's a prize at the end that is unbelievable. I'm telling you that, and it'll be the best party you'll ever have. But you still got to get through these next 2 games. You still got to keep winning. You still got to keep keeping clean sheets. You got to keep that momentum now as a group. All right. Nath, come on, mate. You can finish up your team talk, mate, because you got us the result. All right, Nathan. Here we go.
I'm just going to apologise. I said they were going on the right-hand side first. I thought it was all left-hand side. You know what? I haven't got much to say about the game. I just want to say thank you for everyone here for, being just so respectful for me. I know it's kind of weird with the cameras in your face and me not coming it through the conventional way, but you guys have been great since I've been here, and I've enjoyed being at the club.
Hang on, he's got one more thing to say.
All right, guys. Also, see you on Monday.
He's really come out of his shell, and he's such a lovely boy. And I'll say it on camera, his family should be hugely proud of the young man he is. He's a brilliant young man. And in reflection, he's taught us 1 or 2 things that, I probably don't swear quite as much around Nathan. What I think Nathan has seen and learnt is you can't just turn the machine off. It's real.
Okay.
Hug baby, hug baby.
There's people coming through. There's people.
I think because we have so much to play for, because we have, playoffs place to secure, I think everyone's just hyper alert, making sure that we get into the final, get into Wembley at the end of it all.
So despite losing their last match of the regular season, their 3-1 win against Oxford City was enough to secure their place in the semi-finals of the playoffs.
Well done to Bromley on your campaign. It's fairy tale stuff, and enjoy the playoffs.